Hi everyone, Flora Sage here. Yay! Welcome to our Lunch and Learn for today. And our Lunch and Learn for today's topic is how to survive the holidays by raising your vibes. So before we get into today's content, go ahead and pop into the chat and tell me where you're tuning in from. Take just a few moments to welcome everyone. I know we've got a bunch of people popping in. Woohoo! Welcome, welcome. I love it. So good. All right. So we'll wait for just a few moments for everyone to pop in. I know we've got people coming in. Hi, Brittany from Salem, Virginia. We've got Christine from Virginia. Nice. Virginia representing in the house. Nice. I love it. Yay. So good. So good. Rachel from Central Wisconsin. Nice, nice. Wisconsin in the house. Deborah from Ohio. Nice. Hello and welcome. Y'all are in for a treat because I'm telling you, this is one of the most popular classes at this time of the year, simply because we've got kinds of fabulous energies going around. We've got Tamika. Yay, Rachel. Woo! All right, so let's get started. So again, welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. I am Flora Sage, and the topic that we're getting ready to discuss and look at is how to raise your vibes to survive the holiday season. So today you're going to learn what personal vibes or your personal frequency is. We're going to look at how to raise your vibes temporarily and permanently, and also how to keep your vibes up during the holiday season. Well, we got a bunch of, like a whole bunch more of you popping in. We've got, let me see, Melissa from Nebraska, Sarah from Madison, Wisconsin, Tamika from Louisiana, Betty from Tacoma. Nice. All right. So what is your personal frequency? What is your base resonance? What is your vibe? That is the question of the day. Basically, what your base resonance or your energy frequency or your vibe is the frequency that you vibrate at. I mean, I know that's kind of basic, and I know that's basically what is stated in the label of it. But if you think about the universe that we live in, if you think about the things that we see, this wall, okay, it appears solid, but actually if you look at high-powered microscope, it's actually mostly blank space, okay? We can see it because it's vibrating at a slower frequency, at a lower frequency. So how can you tell what your vibration is if we all can see each other? We're all obviously vibrating at the same frequency. Not necessarily. So how you can tell how your vibration is or what your vibration is by looking at what your dominant viewpoint is in the world, kind of just in general. So are you generally happy? Are you generally sad? Do you generally complain about everything? Are you pessimistic? Are you optimistic? How do you feel on a daily basis? Period. You know, how do you generally feel if you don't force yourself to feel a specific way? That's how you can tell what your base or general or personal frequency is. Now, I'm going to get a piece of paper and I'm going to show you why certain people affect us a certain way. So let's just say we have a frequency from 0 to 2, okay? So we've got 0 to 22. Now, let's just say that you are a 15 and you have someone that you know who is a 10. So in order for you all to have a conversation, to meet, to hang out, so you're the 15, they're the 10, you have to meet in the middle. So temporarily, you are bringing your energy or your frequency down, and they're temporarily bringing their frequency up. So how do they bring their frequency up? By feeling your high vibration, and that raises them up temporarily. And so when you leave the conversation or leave the meeting, what happens is you are temporarily going to feel drained or tired, or, oh, wow, I'm really tired, I need coffee, or wow. And a lot of people think that it's not the other person. A lot of people think, well, maybe I ate something that was high in sugar, or maybe I need to eat, or maybe I need to drink some water, or whatever it is. The other person is like, oh my God, I love hanging out with that person because they're just so motivating and they're so exciting, and you've got all this energy and they're so excited. And then after a few hours or so, then they settle back down to their 10. And then with a little bit of doing, you can bump yourself back up to your 15. Some people call vampire. I think that's bullshit. You are responsible for your energy. You do not have to come down. If you want to come down to meet the person in the middle, you can. Typically, as us humans, we do bring ourselves down to meet with that person in the middle. And then it is also our responsibility, though, to, when we leave this meeting, to bring ourselves and our energy back up to our normal base resonance or normal frequency. And that's what this whole class is all about. So I love this illustration because a lot of people, when I share this, they're like, oh my God, that makes perfect sense. And so some people say, well, how can I tell where I'm at here on this vibrational scale? Well, you know, like I said, just look at, how are you normally? Are you in a pissy mood all the time? Are you in a really happy mood all the time? Are you kind of somewhere in between? Really look at, and there is no base scale that is hardcore for everybody. It's, you know, look at how you are on a daily basis. Also, look at who you hang out with that drains your energy. And then who do you hang out with that lifts up your energy, that you feel so good when you hang out with them? You're like, oh my God, this is awesome. I love hanging out with this person. And then there's the other people who are like, oh, I hate hanging out with this person because I just feel so drained. They suck the life out of me. They're an energy vampire. There's all these terms that people use for lower vibrational people. Now, there is nothing wrong with low vibe people. That's just who they are. Low vibe, high vibe, it's all in how we choose to perceive the vibration, okay? It's not good, bad, or indifferent. It just is. There are some people that naturally vibrate higher, other people that naturally vibrate lower. So, one of the things that I want you to do is I want you to think about the 5 people that you hang out with the most. Paper, okay, get out a piece of paper. And I want you to write down the names of the people that you hang out with the most, whether they're your kids, they're your spouse or your partner, they're your boss or your coworkers, but write out their names. I'll give you just a few seconds to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to really look at these people in our lives. And we're going to look at how the energy of these people affect us, because chances are the people that you are hanging out with the most, chances are you're probably going to be hanging out with them during the holidays. So I'll give you just a few moments to write that down. Yay. Then we will move on. So you've got your 5 names written down. I want you to write down an R if the person raises your energy, okay, or an L if the person lowers your energy, next to each person's name on your list, okay? So R if it raises your energy, and L if it lowers your energy. Or if it stays the same, if you're just like me, I don't really feel like I'm any higher, like yay, or I don't feel any lower, like oh my gosh, this, you know, if you just kind of feel the same, then you can just put S for the same or steady. And then And then we will move on. So I'll give you just a few moments. You should be able to just go, oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. You should be able to know exactly how this person makes you feel. And this is in general. I know that sometimes people have good days and bad days. So think about, you know, on average, how does that person's energy impact or affect you? And this is baby kitty. He's so sweet. Okay. So there is the old saying that he or she is a product of their environment. So I truly believe that we become part of and in that same frequency as the same 5 people that we hang out with the most. So really be mindful of who you hang out with and how they're affecting your energy. Sometimes you are that top person where you're bringing everybody else up. That can be difficult. That can be challenging. So the key is to try to have people that don't drain your energy, that continuously try to be the best version of themselves possible. So I'm going to share with you ways to temporarily raise your frequency, and know that if these things are done consistently, you will permanently raise your frequency and bring it higher and higher and higher. So the first one is chakra clearing, and you can do this in a lot of different ways. There's meditations, there's baths, there's sprays, there's color therapy. I have a fabulous CD. It's a full meditation album called Journey Through the Chakras, and we actually look at really cleaning out and leveling out and balancing all of your chakra energy points. Other things that you can do to temporarily raise your vibes is space clearing. You can feel gratitude for everything in your life. You can find appreciation for things. Laugh, watch a comedy, listen to some type of sketch or something that just makes you laugh your ass off. You could have sex or a really good orgasm with yourself or somebody else. You could go for a walk or a hike in nature. That's always good. You could earth, and earthing basically is walking outside with your bare feet. Now, where I live right now, it's very cold. So earthing isn't probably the best thing for me to do right now. However, I do get outside every single day, and I know that that really raises my frequency, clears my energy, and just really allows me to just be in my element. You can also just clear your energy field. You can use a bath. You can use sprays. You can use intention. You can use crystals, smudges, sound. There's so many different ways to clear your energy field. And I actually have a free gift on my website. So after this, if you haven't gotten your free gift yet, it's 4 ways to make better decisions. That exercise, the 4-step process that I teach you, is how to clear your own energy field. And it's remarkable at how doing that can raise your vibration very quickly, usually within about a minute or so. Another thing that you can do to raise your vibes is to go swimming in the ocean, just swimming in just water in general, because that just cleanses the energy field. You can clear physical clutter. You can give somebody a hug. You can sing. You can dance. You can lighten up about life. You can hang out with people that raise your vibes or raise your spirits. You could eat some great food. You could connect with some animals. You can hold them. You can pet them. Of course, if you're not allergic, you can care for them. You could go for a walk with them. Another great thing that's really super popular now is aromatherapy, or again, color therapy. You can also do random acts of kindness. Doing that is one of the most powerful things that will shift your energy in an instant. Another thing is smiling, like the physical act of smiling, going, hey, yay, that actually physiologically signals to the brain that you're happy, that there's something that you're smiling about. And so all of these feel-good chemicals start to be released from the brain, and you start to shift your energy right away. Another thing is to make conscious choices. Know why you're doing something and why you're choosing not to do something. Another thing is exercise, and of course, get enough sleep. And so let your emotions be the indicator when you're working through your frequency. If you know that you are normally drained, that you're like, oh, I'm so tired all the time. Okay, what are you doing on a daily basis that specifically is making you tired? Is it social media? Is it watching too much TV? Is it not exercising? Is it eating sugary foods or heavy foods? or not enough protein. You know, really give yourself permission to look at your own energy on a moment-to-moment basis, and you'll know all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, this is what I'm doing that's causing my energy to dip. And so when you can recognize that just in your regular life, when you go into the holiday season, you're more equipped with a tool of, yes, okay, I'm going to check in with myself frequently to make sure that I know when I'm feeling good and when I'm not feeling good. And then you can adjust, and then you can ask yourself, do I need to rest? Do I need to meditate? Do I need to go outside? Do I need to smell some essential oils, whatever it is? So, you know, this is something, hang on. So I'm getting a couple people saying that the picture is frozen, and on my end, it's looking perfect. I have all bars. And my control panel is saying that it's good as well. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully the backup recording on this will be good. I apologize, everyone, if it is frozen for you. Okay, we're going to keep going because we only have 30 minutes together. Okay, let me refresh my page. Hang on for just a moment. Let me refresh my page. Okay, let me go back to chat. Okay, we're back. Hopefully it's not frozen. On my end, it looks like everything's going smoothly. So again, I do apologize if it is frozen for you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about ways that you can permanently raise your frequency. And again, this is something, if you do it over and over and over again, then when you go into the holiday season, when you go into these holiday parties or the meals or whatever it is, this is how you can keep your frequency steady and how you can keep your frequency from dipping down when you are interacting with these lower level people. Okay, so the first thing is to work on decluttering your life by calling bullshit on the things that you know are interfering with your happiness. When we have bullshit in our life, this is something that, well, it's bullshit. It's keeping us from being happy. It's keeping us and holding us back from the things that we really, truly want. And so when you can recognize how to declutter the stuff that is no longer serving you, that doesn't just, and you can recognize that and be honest with yourself and say, you know, I really don't want to do that right now. I really don't want to talk with this person. I don't want to go to this party. Then you're going to start to notice that your energy is going to start maintaining at that higher frequency. Another way to do it is to be in a constant state of gratitude. Be in that state of gratitude of like, yes, I'm so grateful and thankful for, and then fill in the blank. And you can do this about absolutely everything in your life that you have right now. Also, being in a constant state of appreciation. And I know that doesn't sound easy. Some people are like, really? That's so lame. It works. Just try it. It really works. Another thing that really makes such a huge difference on your frequency is your level of complaining. How much do you complain on a daily basis? When you can keep that in check, when you can say, okay, I'm just going to stop complaining. I know that so-and-so is the way that they are. Complaining, find something to appreciate about that person or the situation, and you're going to start to see and feel your energy shift for the better. So with all of these ways to raise up your frequency and your personal vibes from now until you start to go into the holiday season and into the big meals or the parties that you go to and all the gatherings, you can have a couple weeks to practice this and to go, yes, I'm doing good, yay! So keep your freezed and high during the holiday season? For one, practice all the things that we just spoke about. The second thing is set yourself up for success and say no to the parties that you really don't want to go to. Say no to the gatherings that you know are not going to serve you, that you know they're just going to be an energy drain. Another thing is to shift your mindset about the parties that you have to go to, that you really are like, I really don't want to go, but I have to go, or you feel that you have to go. Start to shift your mindset. Start to say, okay, how can I make this be the best experience that it could possibly be? And another thing is to practice self-care, okay? Part of self-care is to, don't overindulge in anything. Don't overindulge in too much food or too much alcohol or too much of or the other person. Try to just take little bits of each thing, whether it's food or a person or a party. You don't have to open and close the party. You can just pop in, make an appearance, and then leave. I recently had to go to a family function, and I didn't really want to go, and so I was like, well, I'll go. And I stayed for 1 hour and then left. I got there right when it started, stayed for an hour, left, and that was it. And it felt so good. It was just so good. I loved it. I saw the people who I wanted to see, and then I bounced. I was out, and I was like, yes, it's so good. And so don't talk yourself into these self-imposed obligations when it comes to what you need to do, or the parties that you do, or the people that you have to talk with, or the things that you have to do. You don't have to do anything, okay? All you have to do, of course, is just breathe. And then you're alive, and then you're like, yay, but really give yourself permission to just show up for yourself. And be truthful to your truth. Be truthful to what you feel inside. And if somebody is bringing your energy down and someone is just draining the heck out of you, ask yourself, do I really want to hang out with this person? Do I really want to go to that party? Do I really want to be at this event? If you feel that you have to go because possibly it is a family event or maybe for work and it might look bad if you don't go or whatever, you can set yourself up by saying, okay, so how can I make the best of this? I can go, I can show up, I can talk to the certain people that I know I really want to speak with, especially if it's like for work and you're like, well, I don't really want to go, but I'll go for 30 minutes or an hour and I'll say hi to my boss and my manager and somebody else, and then I'll bounce. You don't have to stay for the entire party. You don't have to stay for the entire thing. Long meal. Sit by the people who you really resonate with, like legit resonate with on a vibratory level, so that you're not completely being kind of sucked down the entire time. If you are sitting next to someone who is very draining for you, don't feed into their complaining. Don't feed into the gossip. Don't feed into those things that drain you about that person. Simply just so, hey, how's it going? If they start complaining, you can be like, well, I'm really sorry to hear that you're going through that. And then a lot of the times, misery loves company. And so a lot of the times when people are complaining, other people go, yeah. And they kind of, they agree with them without necessarily agreeing with them. But when you're doing that, when you go, oh, yeah, what happens is you're energetically saying, oh, yes, I agree to whatever it is that you've said. And so the universe then goes, okay, so you want to feel that way? All right. And starts to deliver that. So you can say, if somebody's like, oh my God, blah, 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 and other people are like, I hear you, could say, oh, I don't really have that problem, and be honest. You don't have to agree with people just to keep the peace or just to appease them in a conversation. You can just say, no, I'm not having that problem at all. I'm having a fabulous day. I'm having whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because there's some people that will just complain about everything. So try not to just entertain that concept of complaining. Interject things that you're grateful for about whatever it is, if you feel that you want to contribute to the conversation. Or again, you can just say, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, or oh, I'm getting a phone call, or just leave the conversation. Okay, so again, give yourself permission to practice all the things that I shared earlier in this class about how to temporarily raise your vibes, how to permanently raise your vibes. Practice, 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 practice. Now, there is a quick recovery exercise that you can do. This works every single time when you're in a funk. One of the things that you can do is, first and foremost, excuse yourself from the situation, and then say, all right, what's one thing that I can do that will make me feel better right now? One thing. And it might be go outside and go for a walk. It might be go to the bathroom, wash your hands, take a breather. It might be leave the conversation. It might be leave the party. It might be put down the drink or put down the food. It might be walk away from Uncle Frank, whatever it is, you know. But give yourself permission to notice and recognize when you're feeling funky, when your vibes are feeling low, when you're feeling drained, when you feel like complaining. Complaining is a big thing that will literally drop your energy like a rock. And just say, okay, notice those energy pings when they feel funky or off, and give yourself permission to honor that, walk away and say, okay, what's one thing I can do that will help make me feel better right now, or that will make me feel more high vibe? You could have essential oils in your purse and you could smell the essential oils. Oh my gosh, there's so many different things that you can do to raise your vibes. Like I said, I just gave you a laundry list of them to do. If you want to try, you can always listen to some fun music. You can also talk to that person that always makes you laugh. But first and foremost, hands down everything, go with your truth, go with your gut, go with what you feel inside is the best, most perfect thing for you at this time. Okay, so what questions do you have for me about how to raise your vibes during the holiday season and for the holiday season? And while we wait for some questions to come in, and before we close the class today, I want to share with you a really cool opportunity. What would you say if you got access to over 150 hours, actually almost 250 hours of classes and programs just like this for $1? We'll tell you how you can get it. So in the Institute, in my Flora Sage Institute, I have created this Institute as basically a virtual hub for my clients, my students, and people that really just want more classes like this. So what it is we have spiritual development and personal development classes. We have Intuition 101. We have Meditation 101, Space Clearing for You, Freedom from Fear Workshop, Balance versus Harmony, Own Your Power, Own Your Energy, the full class, Stopping Judgment and Self-Sabotage, Color Therapy, Chakras 101, Spirit Guides Meet and Greet, Archangels, How to Raise Your Personal Vibes, the full class, not just a little mini class, Journey Through Journaling, Aura Cord Removal for personal use, How to Get Anything You Want, the 4-step process, New Story, New You, Change Your Life by Rewriting Your Story, Time Management for Busy People, plus you also get Simplify, the full program, the full Year in a Day, 53-week program, the full Fearlessly Inspired, 12-week program, and so much more. So if you want access to all of those classes and all of those programs for $1, check out the sidebar or the link below, and you can get a 15-day trial to the Institute for $1. If you love what you have seen in that 15 days, you don't have to do anything. You just stay on for $24.95 a month after that. If you don't like what you see, or you don't have enough time to consume everything or to do the classes, simply cancel your membership at any time. Okay, so how does that sound? Pretty amazing, right? And it's only $1. So what have you got to lose? Nothing. What have you got to gain? Everything. During the holiday season, it's so easy for us to feel like we're going it alone. It's so easy for us to feel caught up in the bullshit. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to have resources at your fingertips so that you can say, okay, this is what I'm going through. Does Flora have a class about this? There's chances are, very high probability that I do have a class about it. Pop in there, watch the full class, the meditation class. We've got, oh my God, well, actually all the classes are just amazing. We just updated the Intuition 101 class. We just updated the Meditation 101 class. There's so many amazing courses and classes in there that can help you raise your vibes, not just temporarily and not just with these techniques, but on these different soul altering levels. When you connect with your spirit guides, when you connect with colors, when you learn how to space clear your space, when you learn how to really embrace journaling and start to manifest those things in your life will start to be, well, your amazing dream life. And this is something that I hear over and over and over again from people who have taken this 15-day trial for $1, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe how much is in here. This is crazy. And they start to listen to the classes. They start to watch the classes. They start to do the little workbooks that come with each class. There's a little PDF that comes with each class. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe how different my life looks just by working these small, short classes. Most of the classes are between an hour and an hour and a half. The workshops are usually 2 to 4 part workshops. The programs are very long. Like I said, the Year in a Day is a 53-week program. That's a full year-long program. And so this is one of the things is that if you are really ready for change, if you're really ready to do the work and you're really ready to have that deeper connection with spirit and source energy, and you're really ready to just feel happy and be more in tune and in touch with yourself on such a deeper level, I would encourage you to click the link that says claim my special offer below or in the sidebar. Check it out. There's no obligation. Like literally, it's a 15-day, $1 trial. If you love it, you can stay for $24.95 a month. If you don't love it or you feel like you don't have time right now, simply cancel your membership and that's it. No hard feelings. This is my gift to you. That's why I said $1 for 50 days. There's so much in there. I love it. That's my gift to you during the holidays. All right. So let's see if we have any questions coming in. All right. So, all right. What questions do you all have for myself about the class and everything that I shared with you today? All right. So we'll wait for just a few moments. You're very welcome, Cindy. Okay. So it says it's frozen again. Oh, I don't know. All right. So I'll refresh the page one more time, and then if we don't have any questions, then we'll go ahead and end the class. All right, so hopefully that's better. So what question do you have for myself? You are very welcome, Deborah. Yay. So again, if you are totally interested in doing this 15-day trial, go ahead and click the link on the side or below and claim your special offer, a 15-day trial for $1. You can get this, a very full class on how to raise your personal vibes, as well as all the other classes that I mentioned, and they are epic. They really are epic. We just added a new program called Simplify, the 10-day declutter extravaganza. It was actually amazing. And I share with you how to declutter your physical space in order to really just get everything that you want. It's just incredible. Betty says, yay, thank you so much. Brittany says, thank you for all the tips with all the holiday dinners coming up. Thank you so much. Mary says, thank you for the lunch and learn. You're very welcome, Mary. Yay. Carol says, you rock. Thank you. Have a marvelous afternoon. You're very welcome, and I hope you do too. All right, everyone. I love you all so much. Please be sure to click the link in the sidebar if you want to claim this free trial, $1. And like I said, if you absolutely love it, then please feel free to stay for just $24.95 a month. Another thing that it offers as an insider, you get free readings with me every single month, which is epic. Every month we have free readings for all members of the Institute, which is so exciting. I love being able to do that. You also get office hours calls twice a month. So any class or program that you're going through, you have an A call with where you can ask me any and all questions about the classes or programs that you're going through and how to implement them in your life, which is epic because I don't know of anybody else that does that in their membership site. So don't miss this offer. Betty says, oh my God, if y'all sign up, you'll be so very blessed. Yay, thank you. Katrina says, no questions, but the information has been great. Awesome, Katrina. I'm so excited that you joined me today. And thank you all of you so much for joining me for our Lunch and Learn today, how to raise your vibes to survive the holidays. All right, everyone, I will see you back here in 2 weeks. We're going to do Own Your Energy days. Check out my Facebook page for the link for that next Lunch and Learn. That will be on November 22nd. Let me make sure. Yes, November 22nd at noon Central Standard Time. I will see you then. Mwah! Bye.